Okay, how's it going? I have a website, it's called pointlesstraveler.com, and I'm in Santa Catarina, Brazil. Okay, I'm traveling the world, and I'm using the Gossamer Gear Summit Pack 2 as my world travel pack. And it's a long story, but I had to replace my Deuter Speedlight 20. I learned the hard way that you've got to go as light as possible, and that's really why I recommend this pack. It's light. The aerobic material is comfortable against your back if you're not wearing a shirt. And if you're trying to go light, of course, that's important, is not even wearing a shirt. I've got the Sea to Summit day pack in here, but to be honest with you, it's not very comfortable against my back. And also, it doesn't have a top panel. You know, when I'm trying to use my credit card at a restaurant or at the bus station, I need to be able to get into my top panel because that's where I keep my important passport and credit cards, what have you, cash, etc. Right now I got a bunch of extra stuff in my pack. I've got suntan lotion and shampoo and food, and I've got some flip-flops, and I've got a fleece and some skinny jeans. But I think that it's important to go as minimal as possible. I got one Patagonia Capilene 1 t-shirt. I got the Billabong board shorts, all-day board shorts, and that's it. I got a trucker hat, and I got these minimalistic canvas Puma shoes. No socks, no underwear. I got one extra t-shirt, which I can throw out. I got one extra pair of boxer shorts, which I can toss out. I got the fleece, which I can throw away, and I got the skinny jeans that I can throw away. The essential stuff that I've got in the pack is I've got a Cuban fiber solo tent. And it doesn't matter if you use nylon or Cuban fiber in the tropics because it's so hot, you have no choice but to camp underneath a tree. Once you're in the shade under the tree, it doesn't matter if you're using nylon or Cuban fiber because you're in the shade. Okay, so, and the other gear that I'm using is the 2.5 ounce Climashield Apex quilt. I didn't sew it together. It comes with a 7 denier nylon shell and liner, but I didn't sew that onto the Cuban fiber, onto the Climashield Apex. I use the 2.5 Climashield Apex standalone. If we get cold on the bus when it's air conditioned, we throw it over both of us. It's big enough for 2 people. We get warm at night on the bus or in the hotel room. It's plenty of blanket for both of us, and the liner and the shell make it too hot. We sometimes will use the liner and the shell for like a beach blanket. And if we're in the sun camping and we need shelter from the sun, we can throw that liner and shell over the Cuban fiber and block the sun and protect us from the heat. And once you're inside of a tent that's protected from the sun with plenty of nylon and Cuban fiber, let's face it, 10 denier Cuban fiber plus a 7 denier liner and shell, that's 14 denier nylon plus 10 denier Cuban fiber. That's plenty of protection from the elements. It can be ridiculously comfortable inside of the tent. And I've got the Gossamer Gear long wide air pad plus the V-Stakes, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much sums it up. One of the things that I really like about the pack is this improved mesh on the side. It's nice and strong. It's a big improvement from the minimalist pack, which had kind of a back panel made of mesh that was kind of flimsy. This pack, the Summit pack, is not flimsy at all. It's nice and tough and comfortable. My camera, the Fuji X-T1 with a big 16mm lens on it, fits inside of the top panel, and the camera's heavy, so it's nice that it fits into the top. I've also got all my chargers and batteries for the camera, and no computer. I'm using the iPhone 6 Plus, which I'm using to film this video right now, and it works very well. That's pretty much it. The back panel for the pack I threw away, but you know, it does work for your feet. It's made out of a nice foam that gets your feet nice and warm. The Gossamer Gear air pad doesn't accommodate for your feet, so you put the pack at the bottom and put your feet on the pack with the foam. I took my foam and cut it apart and used it as a cushion for my iPhone. I made an iPhone case out of the back panel and threw the rest away. But I've got a website. It's called pointlesstraveler.com. Please check it out. Thank you very much. Bye.